Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I started thinking maybe we should start a series. I'm thinking maybe just do either a new farmer or farm manager, start out with minimal things and just get, up and running, get the hang of things, and then just see how far we can get and grow the farm. So let's start out with just the basics, get to know the platform and the system, know the tools, how to use it, and then we can venture into growing this farm and into doing some contracts, maybe adding some more equipment to our list, because I think we're just going to start with the basics, like maybe a few tractors and like a cultivating tool. We're going to get something, I think it's a tool that's going to be cultivating and plant seeds, as well as something that we can use to harvest, because I think we're going to start out with the 3 plots or the 3 parts of land at the bottom of the map, and let's just see how we get on with this. So I was thinking of maybe starting the series in like maybe 5 parts and just see how we can get on and grow this and see how far we get, basically. Okay, so now that everything's booted up, let's just go through the system settings, because I know that sometimes when you look around, the person might be a bit slow, or the sensitivity with the vehicles are a bit high or low. So let's just have a look at this and change it a bit up. Just double check everything is good to go. Ensure that the radio is off, because that's going to be copyright issues. So let's just try and avoid that first of all. Okay, cool. So let's just have a look around first, see what we're working with. Okay, so we are starting at the bottom of the map. We own this field, luckily, so we can definitely start either cultivating or just planting some seeds here. Okay, so we got a tractor, and let's just hook it up. Tractor with a seeding thing as well. Put the weight on at the front. Okay, cool. So let's just start planting here. I think let's just go for wheat, because obviously I do believe we have a harvester for this. It's the easiest to start off with. And let's just ensure that we maybe just get a worker to do this for us, because it shouldn't be that expensive, and we do have a bit of money in the bank. So let's just check a few settings. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just lower the cultivating machine. Oh, wrong one. Let's just select the right tool. Okay, and we're off to the races. Great, so let's just get a worker in here, and then we can maybe just proceed with something else. If he handles this for us, then that's going to be easier. Okay, cool. So we've got another tractor with... Okay, cool. Okay, with a trailer. So we can obviously put a harvest in here once it's harvested. We've got a harvester, 1 wheat field ready to harvest. So let's just go ahead and do that as well. That's just going to help us a bit. So let's lower everything, unfold it. Pick up the harvesting tool at the front. And we should be ready to go, I think. I think I'm just going to put a worker in here too, because it should be a quick and easy task. The field's not that big anyways. And then just move on to the next one, because I do see that we have another tractor. So we can maybe start prepping the other field for either seeding or cultivating it, harvesting, whatever's going on the 3rd field that we have. Let's just play around a bit. Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely just gonna hire a worker for this because it's just gonna cover my bases and just increase the productivity that we can get out of this at the moment. Okay, so field 3 has a tractor and a cultivating tool. So, oh, and a weight at the front. Okay, cool. That's quite convenient. Okay, so let's just start cultivating this field to prep it for maybe, I think, another wheat field because we do have a harvester for that. I think let's just start off with the basics, and then like once we've grown this out, we can try and get different type of harvesting tools, maybe like sugar beets harvester or something. But I think let's just lower this first, see how quick it goes, and if need be, I'm just gonna hire another worker. Yeah, I think let's just get someone to do this as well, and then I can maybe start working on some contracts. I think that's gonna be the quickest. Okay, he's still busy. We still have this one tractor left with the trailer. He's only on the second one. Okay, and that's about it. So we just have the 3 different tractors and the harvester. So let's just go and buy a truck because these tractors are way too slow. So let's just go and buy a truck, and then we can obviously, if we do need to transport some stuff, we can always just do this with the truck as well. Okay, let's go pick it up. Should be at the shop. There we go. Okay, great stuff. So now that we have a truck, we have a really easy way of getting around. It's quick, it's easy, it's convenient. So let's start off with a contract to bring in a bit more money. Okay, so there's not a lot of options available at the moment. So I think let's just go for the one at field 1, perhaps. It's just mowing and baling basically, and then transporting it. So I'm sure we should be able to do this. Okay, cool. So now that we've borrowed the equipment, we can just hook everything up. The mower at the front. Great stuff. Now that that's up, we can hook up the back mower. I see that there's quite a lot of equipment to transport, so as soon as we get to the field, I will hire a worker to do the mowing, and then I'll get the truck to transport some of the other equipment perhaps. Then that might just, oh wow, and that might just make things a tad easier to handle. Okay, cool. Now that that's up, let's go to field 1. Oh wow, this steering is quite sensitive. It might have been a wiser choice to choose something that's a tad closer, because 1, I think, is all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way in the corner up there. Okay, well, we decided to take this on, so let's just embrace it. This should be a really quick and easy task as well, to bring in a bit of money. Because I'm thinking of maybe getting a fertilizer next, because obviously we don't have a fertilizer and we just planted wheat. So I'm thinking we need to fertilize that perhaps to get a better, harvest. But let's just see how far we can go, because I think fertilizers are quite expensive and I'm going to need at least like 100 grand. So let's just do a few tasks or a few contracts, build this up, maybe go and sell the wheat harvest that we have as well, put it into the silo initially, build it up, and then we can sell it from there. Because I do believe if we just sell it drip drab, it's just going to take way too long to get where we want to get. But I'm sure with a few contracts we should be able to get a few bucks in to, just get ourselves a fertilizer. Okay, So now that we're here, oh wow, where does this field even start? Okay, let's unfold the mower. Just double check we still have some workers that's doing their jobs. Okay, everyone's still sorted. Let's just add a worker here to do this task, and then we can transport these equipment. Let's just see if these things can actually hook up to the truck, because I noticed there's a weight laying here as well. So I'm guessing either the baler or something else is really heavy, and that means that the tractor is going to be a bit uneven. So I clearly suck at driving. Let's just do this from another angle, or just try another one first, because I'm not sure whether this can actually hook up to the truck. Let's zoom out, give me a better view. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think this is the machine that actually like wraps up the bales. Let's just cut this guy off. I'm not going to try and waste my time going around the corner, because these machinery are quite heavy too. Okay, it's doing a decent job. Oh no. Okay, so if we go above anything around like the 80 mark, it loses control. Okay, well, that's a good learning experience at least. Okay, halfway there. We should be close to the bridge soon. Oh, wow, this is really sensitive. I might have to just change. Oh, wow. Oh, bumpy road. I might just have to like lower the sensitivity, because the truck and the tractor is quite sensitive on the steering. So that sucks. But it's okay, we'll manage. Okay, so one of the helpers has finished or completed its task. So I'm hoping that's the seeding worker. Oh my word. I'm really not doing a great job. Let's just unhook this here. Hopefully the train won't smash the equipment. Let's just go and get some of the other stuff too, because I think we needed to get the baler first, because after the mower is done, I think we're gonna have to bale everything first, and then we can just take it from there. Once it's baled, we can wrap it up and then transport it. See, now this is a bit more convenient. It's quick, it's easy, instead of going up and down with the tractor. Oh, well, I'll just change the steering a bit later. Let's just get everything to the field first, and then we can work with the rest. Sorry. Oh, wow. Okay, and we're here. So what are we gonna do next? Let's just have a look. Okay, so this chap finished his task. I think it's because he's between the fields. So let's just go into the middle of the field and like get him to do the rest. Okay, he's still cultivating. Harvester is still busy. Okay, so seeding is done. Okay, there we go. Done and dusted. Then the harvester should be close to completed too. So let's maybe get into the tractor with the trailer to empty the harvester. Or maybe let's just start planting, because the cultivator is close to finished as well. So let's maybe start planting or seeding in those two fields. We'll be ready to harvest like really close to each other. And then it's like one big task practically, instead of waiting for the one to complete and stuff. Okay, so now that we've got a worker in that one, let's go and drive up next to the harvester just to empty this, and then maybe just dump it into the silo, because we really need to go and do the other task. So I'm trying to multitask to the best of my abilities, but we'll see how far we can get with this. It's always so tough to line these things up. Oh, well. Okay, there we go. It feels like I'm sort of like missing half of what's being thrown in. Let's just try to line this up a bit better. It's better, but I'm still not satisfied. Let's just maybe go around and line this up again, because it's making me anxious that it's losing some stuff, especially if it's part of our harvest. Let's just go around and do this again, because this is just frustrating. I'm not the best driver. We'll get there eventually, but it's not my strongest point at the moment. So let's just maybe just go around, because I suck at this. Okay, so this should be better. Okay, I'm sure I'm lined up. Let's just maybe go, yeah, that should do the trick. Let's just check. Oh, okay, the harvester's empty, that's why. I was sitting like a noob, waiting for the harvester to actually do something. Let's just bring the pipe in, because we're basically done with this, and then just park it next to the silo. Then it's out of the way, it's parked nice and neat. Okay, cultivator's still busy. Seeding's busy. Let's go dump this into the silo. And then we should get a cultivator to do its job on this field too. Then we can maybe start another like round of seed for wheat here as well, and that should give us a really big harvest. Okay, let's just dump this in here. It was a decent amount at least. Let's have a look at that. Come on, there we go. Okay, now that that's done, let's go do another task. I'm just going to park it next to the harvester, because I don't really know what else to do with it. So let's just have a look at the cultivator. And okay, so this is done. Let's go put this cultivator onto this field. I'll still hire someone to do this for me, because I really want to go and finish that other task. There we go. And then that's about it. Let's just try and see. Okay, so this chap has been mowing quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, so let's go and let's just maybe finish this task, because we don't want to waste too much money. And this might just speed it up a tad. I'll come back for these later, because I need to lower the I need to lower the front part too. Separate things. I thought it would lower everything at once. Well, that's quite inconvenient. How do you lower this then? Oh, I need to select the tool. Okay, select tool. There we go. There we go. Let's just go and clean that last bit up, and then we will just speed this up a bit.
Hold me down before I scream. More than anything I could dream. You come and take me by the lights. No fights, you're just the thing. I won't stay, I say I can't stay, but it's just the polite thing to say. I'm stuck on you like gel on tits. You're it, I'm hooked on you. You're just the type for the part in my heart. I feel it deep in my gut. It's the thing I should be after. You're just the type for the part in my heart. I feel it deep in my gut. It's the thing I should be after. So tired all the time, my eyes can't focus. All I see are shapes, it's like I'm still dreaming. Still feeling your presence all around me. Someone calls my name and I panic and the slowest sign of motion. Again, it's not you. Just the type for the part in my heart. Feel it deep in my gut. It's the thing I should be after. You're just the type for the part in my heart. Feel it deep in my gut. It's the thing I should be after. You're just the type for the part in my heart. I feel it deep in my gut. It's the thing I should be after. You're just.
Okay, so now that we started baling, I guess it just drops it at the back, and then we'll need to pick it up later on. This is actually a really big task. I thought it was gonna be quite quick. Okay, so it just basically drops it at the back. Okay, cool. So let's just continue baling as much as possible, and then afterwards we will just, you know, pick it up, wrap it up, and then transport.